What's going on, everybody? All right, so every single year, the YouTube card community comes together and votes on the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. And in order to be a voter, they have it where you need to have been making videos for at least a year. I've been doing this now for 2 years and 3 months, I think, 27 months. And so part of my duty as a member of the card community on YouTube, I believe, is to participate in this. Now, it's a tough one. It's tough because, I have friends in the community. I have people that I talk to every day in the community. But for me, because the guidelines on who to choose, who to select, it's a little bit vague. Here's my thought process. What I tell my students all the time in class as a teacher. Every day when I go in, I say things to them and I give them advice, a lot of financial advice, career advice. And I always say, I'm never going to tell you to do something unless it's something that I do. I'm not going to tell you you should save for retirement if I'm not saving for retirement. I'm not going to tell you that you should get to work early if I'm not getting to work early. These are things that I think advice, recommendations, suggestions really go back to if you truly believe in something, then you would be doing it yourself. So for me, the 10 channels that I am recommending here are the 10 channels that I watch and listen to the most. Now, some channels are already in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame, so those obviously wouldn't be eligible. So of all the eligible channels, which is anybody with 3 or more years in the content creation of sports cards with YouTube, these are the 10 channels that I watch the most. So my big thing, my big takeaway, if you're out there listening to this, is I am basically recommending these 10 channels to all of you because these are the 10 channels that I personally am digesting the most, am listening to the most, am watching the most. So these are my recommendations, and these are my nominees for the 2025 YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. All right, so forgive me if I made a mistake and included somebody who's not eligible or is already in. I did my best. I think I'm good. These are in alphabetical order. First off, Chris Sewell, baseball card collector, investor, dealer. To me, this is the Babe Ruth of YouTube sports card channels. The fact that he's not in already is surprising. He does a great job, provides a lot of education, is a good guy, and is a great member of the community. If you are not subscribed to his channel, I would do that pronto because you are definitely missing out. My second pick is one of my favorite channels as well, as you might not be surprised. This is Breakout Cards. Ryan Nolan, young guy but a super smart guy, has recently gotten heavy into non-sport cards, but also still does tons and tons with vintage sports cards. His videos of card shows are second to none. Love his channel. One of the reasons I started a channel is because of Ryan's channel, Breakout Cards. Next up, Uncle Orlando of A Collector's Dream. There is not a nicer guy in the community. There is not a more dedicated guy in the community. He watches others' content. He is a guest all the time. His videos are outstanding. His knowledge is outstanding. A very, very easy choice to go with Orlando of A Collector's Dream, a guy that I consider to be a good friend. Next up, my fourth pick would be Dylan, Double D, Vintage Baseball Cards. Dylan, again, his passion for cards is second to none. He's got an amazing collection. He's constantly posting videos, constantly guests, interacting. He's just got such an enthusiasm for sports cards and for the community. I can't imagine a YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame without Dylan in it. Now, a channel I like very much, a guy who's also been a guest on the channel, is Iconic Al. Iconic Al's channel, Iconic Baseball, a really, really good channel. He's recently been doing some recordings with his brother. They're fantastic. I love his out-of-the-box thinking on how he collects and the strategy in which he goes through collecting. His channel is not as large as some of these. I don't know why. I would encourage you to subscribe to Iconic Al's channel. Next, Mike, Junk Wax Hero. Mike has been at the forefront of the constant posting over a long, long period of time. He's created a lot of different types of shows that other people weren't doing. I feel like he has helped change the community with some of the ways that he has developed concepts for episodes, and he is an easy choice as well. Next, Sammy Thunder. The first guy that ever had me on his channel is Sammy Thunder. That was the first time I was a guest appearance, was on Sammy Thunder's channel right about 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago. That's not why I'm voting for him, though. Again, he's a guy who does tons of live streams, tons of videos, great thoughts on the community, great thoughts on cards. Card show videos are outstanding. Sammy is an easy choice as well. Next, Shane, Shoebox Legends, a guy I consider to be a good friend. And he has, while he and I collect a little bit differently, he does a ton of modern stuff and vintage players on modern cards. But how he collects, the passion, like Dylan, that he collects with is outstanding. It's infectious. He's got a tremendous channel, and you're missing out if you're not subscribed to Shane. Next, one of my favorite channels to watch. This is a channel, Splendid Sports, my buddy Adam. When he posts a video, rarely does the sun go down before I watch it. He's a channel that I get very excited when his videos go up. I watch every single one, and it's not one that I go, oh, I'll get to that later. It's I get to it now. A great guy, great channel, great collection, and just a very easy choice. My last pick, a guy that I don't understand why he's not already in, is Dr. James Beckett. His channel is Sports Card Insights. He has a podcast, but he posts them as videos. He has some of his episodes are actual videos. They're not all just podcasts. He's a guest on a lot of different outlets. I think he's an easy choice as well. Those are my 10. If I didn't pick you, it's not because I don't like you. These are just the 10 that I consume more than any other that aren't already in the Sports Card YouTube Hall of Fame.